Hi everybody, it's Matthew here from Bead Spider. How are we all doing today? We're going to be doing some beading. You might be wondering why my eye looks a little bit funny. Well, I'll tell you in a little bit. It's nothing too major, don't worry. But you know, there's a bit of a story, a little fun story behind it. So nothing to worry. But yeah, so I'm going to be showing you today how we're going to use mini tile beads to create some beautiful jewelry. So there's a few different designs that I'm going to play with today to make something that's really beautiful using mini tiles. So if you've never seen them before, they're 2-hole beads made by Preciosa Ornella, and they are perfect. They're really good for doing fun, interesting designs. We have done in the past some designs with them that are really nice, but I'm going to show you some new things. There's all new things today. But essentially, we've got a little discount bundle for you if you want to get some of our mini tiles today. So if you fancy getting that one, you can very easily grab that one and get it really 20% off. So a really good bargain for 9 different colors, and then you'll also get a free pattern for one of the projects that I'm going to do today. So you will get both of those in your in your bundle if you're going to get that, all those 9 colors, and then the free bonus. But anyway, let me show you as well just the sorts of things, what actually mini tiles are. So if I just pop myself down in the bottom corner, oh, I just realized I'm missing from the corner. Here we go. Let's just hovering head myself at the top. So yeah, mini tile beads, if you haven't seen them before, this is one of the designs which we've done in the past. You can go back and watch this tutorial if you want to, but mini tiles are these gorgeous little 2-hole squares, essentially. They're just little tile beads, but they're quite mini, as you can see. So they're really nice, fun, easy to work with, and you can get really creative with the design and make beautiful things. So this one, like I said, I'm not going to show you how to do this one. I've done this in a live tutorial before, which maybe I'll stick a link to it in the comments a bit later. But anyway, this is what a mini tile bead looks like. That's one example of how you could use them. I've also done a video with mini tiles like this, where you can use them in this way, sort of to make yourself a really nice little bracelet there as well. Like, for example, see, there we are. They're quite nice, soft, summery little pieces. I've got a tutorial on that one that I've already done as well, so you can watch that. But today, like I said, it's going to be some slightly new, slightly interesting things that I'm going to be doing with my mini tile beads. If you haven't seen, our beading competition ended just last Friday. So today, at the end of the stream, I'm going to be announcing the winners from our competition that we've been doing. So make sure you stick around until the end to see who won from the people who entered our little competition. It was African Queen theme. So if you want to find out who won that one, that's the little competition just here. This is the competition. It's now finished. It's now closed. I'm going to be announcing the winners of that, as I said, this afternoon at the end of today's stream. So let's begin, shall we? So I'm going to just... We're going to have a bit of design fun together today. I've already chosen what I'm going to do as my first color, but after that, I'm going to kind of let you guys help me choose the design. So we'll see where we end up in terms of color-wise. It'll be a bit of a fun playing sesh. We can choose colors together. So first things first, I'm going to use these really lovely little tile beads just here. So like I said, mini tiles, this particular one, it comes with the 2 holes either side. So if I just pop one on the camera just here for you to see, they're really small, nice square little shape. But if we have a look at the top, you can see it's got 2 holes on both sides. So this is going to allow us to do some really fun, interesting work with that design. And with that, we're going to create ourselves some fun little design. So I've got that little color there. I'm going to use it with some Miyuki seed beads, which I've got the transparent tea berry gold iris. I thought they looked quite nice together, so I'm going to use these together, and this is just part number 1. So we'll start off. It's a nice simple little easy project that we're going to begin with, so I'll just pop that down on the table, and let's see who we've got who's already joined us. Actually, I see we've got lots of people who are already here commenting as usual, which I always appreciate from you guys when you come on and watch the streams, that you're commenting in. By the way, if you are new, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of that sort of thing. And then lastly, if you haven't done so before, be sure to sort of check out our bead group. We've got a really fun little group that we've started now, where you can sort of join the fun after the stream. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, all of those sorts of things as usual, please. I'll just pop this back on while I say hello to a few people. Tracy is here. She says good morning. She's bright and early as usual. She's in the US, so I know it's nice and early for her. Ruti, thank you for joining. She's in Israel. I know that one. Wezzy's not too far down the road. Thanks for joining, Wezzy. Lovely to see you. Haven't seen you on the stream for a while, so it's really nice to see you here. We've got Nancy. We've got Jan. We've got Jane. We've got Jackie, Martine. Sharon is here. Wayne Wiley, as usual. He says, morning all. Already looking at the middle one and think it would make a great earring. Well, that one is the one of the free pattern. So if you were here watching the beginning of the stream, you'll have seen the little photograph of the pattern, which I'm going to show you that one. That's going to be the second thing I show you. So anyway, yeah, Antita's here. Rhonda, she says, hi, Matthew and everyone. We've got Donna. I saw Eugenia is here from New York. Julie, Sue, Jermaine's watching now, which is good. And then we've got Susan Smith as well. She says, hi all, I'm looking forward to this. Me too, me too. So, all right, let's begin, shall we? I'll just grab myself my thread here. I've got a little needle. I hope I've got a good needle. I should probably have checked that one, but I haven't. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so I'm going to just start myself off with about 1 meter of thread. As per usual, I'm using my Spider beading thread just because I love the stuff. It's really, really strong. It doesn't fray. If you haven't used it before, I'm sure there's going to be someone in the comments who will tell you, yes, I've used it and I love it. It's fantastic. It's great stuff. It's very, very common that people really love our Spider thread. So that's what I'm using. I'm going to stick a beading needle onto the end, and I'm going to start with the very first little design. Hopefully this needle's very good one, but I'm not sure. It looks kind of big. So I might have to go fishing for a needle in a minute, because I think I've got a thicker needle than usual. Anyway, so I've got a needle on one end just here, and I'm going to start creating my first little piece. So it's a really, really easy piece that we're going to start making. Essentially what we're going to do is create like a little circle. That's the basic, the easy, the simple part of the design. So if I just grab myself some of these little mini tiles, it's always good to check your mini tiles that both holes are clear, because you don't want to get to a point halfway through and then you go, oh no, the hole's all blocked up. So as with all 2-hole beads, it's very, very important that you check. So yeah, first things first, I'm going to create a little ring of 6. So I need 6 little mini tiles and 6 seed beads. So let's get a bit closer, shall we? So we can see what we're doing. There we are. So, 1 little mini tile. Oh yeah, this needle's a bit funny. I'm hoping I've got a better one around. I'll check that in a second. I'll use 1 of my size 11 seed beads. Just slide that down. Grab myself another mini tile. Make sure both holes are good. one more seed bead, one more mini tile, seed bead, so that we've got 6 seed beads and 6 mini tiles. That's what we're after in total. And then we're going to create a circle. So you can see I'm halfway there. I've got 3 mini tiles and 3 seed beads. So let's keep going around as we get there. There's 4, 5, and here is the 6th one. And I'll just slide them down. So there you go. You can see I've got 6 mini tiles and 6 seed beads. So I'm going to now come back all the way around into a little circle just here. So you can see just there, back from, this is where my tail thread starts. I'm going to just come back around into the very first bead, and that will do. Just the one is enough. I don't need to make it too tight, but essentially I want to make sure I'm exiting from one of my mini tiles. So there we go. That's going to create that first little ring. So you can see just here, 6 little beads looking very, very lovely. Just like that there. I'm going to just very quickly as well, I'm going to use my tail thread to tie a knot. So I'm going to do a blanket stitch. So I'll go underneath and into the circle. Whoops, just dropped it a little. Doesn't matter if it gets a bit loose, it'll tighten in a second. There we go. Pull that up there. Just the one knot will do me. And I'm going to go back into that little loop that I've created. And now I'll just make sure I put it into the right spot. Don't let it get caught on any of your seed beads or anything. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's a little bit loose at the beginning. We can fix that in a second. Oops. Nope. Lost my bead. Oh well. Slide that down. I'll tie a knot. A little easier. Here we go. So just go under the wire, the thread there, inside my circle, back inside here. And now if I pull that nice and tight, get that a little looser, and then we've got something we can pull against. Go inside here once more. There we go. Tie that little knot. Come on now. It's funny how much more difficult the knot is to tie when you've got a slippery background. It's not being my friend at all. There we go. Now I've got a better purchase on it. I'll just tie a knot there. Ugh. Through there. And inside my loop. There we go. And now I'll just see, you can see the knot is a little loose, so I'll pull all the rest of my other thread through until it's fairly tight, and now I can just very, very gradually pull that. There we go. And now I've got that first little ring nice and secure with that first little knot. I tell you, whenever you're doing live streams, it's always that it's so much more difficult than it would be than usual. Has everybody got good sound? Apparently Donna said she's got no sound. Has everybody else got sound? I hope so. Seems like it should be alright, I hope. Just make sure everything is running just right. 1 second, I'll just make sure everything is running smoothly. Where are we? Yeah, that looks good. This looks all good to me too. Yeah, it seems all good. Okay. Hopefully you can fix that out. Maybe it's just a... oh yeah, Tina says put it in right-hand view. You're right. I'll stick it in right-hand view. So let's just pop that over into right-hand view, and then I'll begin more earnestly, shall we say. There we go. So there. Now I've got it in right-hand view. Hopefully that's a bit easier for you for the most part. I'll flick between the two. But anyway, once we've got our initial ring, this is just a very, very... just a very, very simple little ring of beads. And then once we're at this point, what I'm going to do is just turn it round and into the other into the other side. So I'm coming out of this side of the bead, take my needle, and through this side just here. Pull that tight, and you'll see there's a teeny weeny little bit of thread just there, but you can hardly see it, and the best part is we're going to hide it anyway, so that's no problem. Yeah, everybody said we've got sound. That's good. And I'm glad you've got it working now, Doris. She said she always has a bit of trouble with Facebook. You can always watch on YouTube. If you're having problems on Facebook, anyone, because I see Doris said she's She said, I hate watching it on Facebook. Go watch it on YouTube. I'm live on both at the same time. So yeah, let's continue now. I'm going to just pick up 1, 2, 3 little seed beads. And I'm going to continue into the next gap. So I'll just turn it over so I'm working away from myself. Get my tail thread out the way. There you go. So you can see I'm coming out of this bead. I'll rotate it round and pass into the next bead there. 3 beads is more than enough for this, just here. So get that pulled nice and firm. And you can see those 3 little beads are just going to join those 2 tiles together. I'll pick up 3 more. 1, 2, and 3 into the next little tile just here. Pull that tight too. You can see we're going to just create our first little ring circle piece. 1, 2, and 3. I'll go through there. Pull that tight. There we are. And let's do another one. 1, 2, 3. Do this. And let's keep going. 1, 2, 3 more. Don't forget, you can get the patterns that I'm going to be doing today. We've got one of the next pattern I'm going to do. I've got a free pattern for that one. So there you go. You can see I'm almost back at the start now. Whoops. Just get myself back in shot. 1, 2, 3 into there. Into the last one. Let's pull that one nice and tight. You can see my tail thread's a bit tangled for some reason. Where's that gone? Here we are. Just get that nice and firm. So yeah, you can see just here, I've got a lovely little circle starting to form now. So if I just give that a yank, yep, that's good. Give this a yank. There we are. And there you are. There's your first little circular ring piece. You might want to go through that one once more so that we can get that nice and firm. So I'll just get the needle and I'm going to go through it a couple more times. We'll firm it up a bit more towards the end, but at the minute I'm going to just go through the outer edge a little bit more just to make sure it's a little firmer. And I want to make sure at one point that I'm exiting from one of those groups of 3 seed beads. So 1 through here and exit through a seed bead. 3 seed beads. There we go. Get that nice and firm. And you can see it's starting to take a really nice shape just there. Perfect. And we'll go through the next one. And pull that tight. So now I'm going to just show you. There's a little something. Actually, I'll do it after. I'll come back to it. We'll continue on. So this is going to create our first little circle. So there's our first one. And we can use this little piece as a super cute little component that if you wanted to, you could just make lots of these little fellas and join them one by one, side by side, and have that as a bracelet or a necklace, whatever it is that takes your fancy. Let me just show you exactly how you can join them. So there's 2 different ways to join them. The first of which I've got a little sample piece just here. Hopefully it's not in too much of a state that I can actually show it to you. Where's the other end? Ah, there it is. No, I don't think I'll be able to show you that one. Doesn't matter. I've got it a bit tangled. So yeah, I'll show you. The first way, we could do like a little right angle weave if we wanted to, or I'll show you the 2 other options. This is option 1. We can begin as though this is our second little circle joined straight on. So if I pick up 1 mini tile, so exactly like we did before, so see that? I'm going to do it so that it's going to create my next little circle. We're going to start with our outer row this time though. So if I pull 1, like so, I'll pick up 3 seed beads. 1, 2, 3 seed beads. So if you think about it, we've got 3 seed beads, 1 tile, 3 seed beads, So I'm going to need 6 tiles in total. And then I've already got my one little set of 3. So every other gap is going to need a set of 3. So 1, 2, 3 little beads just here. I'll pop it down on the table so you can admire it while I pick up some beads. Where is it? There we go. Now I'll pick up another mini tile. Then 1, 2, 3 seed beads. 1, 2, 3 seed beads there. Then one more mini tile. So how many mini tiles have I got? 1, 2, 3. This one is number 4. Pick up 3 seed beads. And a mini tile. Then 3 more seed beads and 1 more mini tile. Okay, so here we go. Ready? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little mini tiles. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of little 3 beads. And we're going to use this one just here, this little set of 3 beads, 1, 2, 3, as our little group of 6 to join it into a circle again. So if I just pick this other piece up that I've already made, oops, and I'll just, now that I've got those other beads attached, get that nice and firm, and I'm going to go through these 3 beads, 1, 2, 3, and as I pull that tight, you'll see it's going to start creating the outer edge of our ring. So at this point, it was a good idea to go through all of your outer beads again to get it nice and firm. But to save a little bit of time, I'm going to sort of just do about half of them. Might not be quite as tight as it could be, but hey, you know, it's not the end of the world. We'll see. Maybe I will go through them all. It's not going to take me long, is it? Look, getting through them all real quick. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, through there. Through these 3 again. 1, 2, 3. See that? So I've gone all the way around. And you can see it's much, much firmer now. So if I just pass into my mini tile, we're going to do exactly like we did before. And use that mini tile to do our little turnaround. So coming out of that mini tile there, see that? Coming out just there. Pull that all the way through. And we'll turn around in the very same mini tile. So I'm coming out of this side. We're going to go back into the opposite side. And this is going to allow us now to join the other holes one by one with just one bead to create the inner side of our mini little circle. So there's one little circle. And I'll pass into there. And now let's rotate it a little and do our next one. So I'll just go into this piece here, pull that tight too. Then into pick up 1 seed bead and into the next little hole. And we're just going to go all the way through all of the second little holes, 1 bead and then into the second hole, 1 bead into the second hole. And we're going to just create that. See, the circle's coming together now. We can just create that and get that happening. Hi to Evelyn. She says she's just arrived. Thanks for joining us, Evelyn. Lovely of you to make it. Even she says, I'm a little late, but don't worry. You haven't missed too much. We're just making some little circles. Like I said, I'm going to be doing 3 different designs today. So this is just design number 1. Design number 2 I'll get to in a bit. But the nice thing about this little circle, and the one I'm going to do after this as well, it's really easy to do this as an earring. You could do it as a pendant, you could do it as a necklace, whatever you want. But same with the next one as well. It's really easy to make that one into a pendant or an earring or a bracelet or a necklace, whichever it is you prefer. So there you go. You can see now I've got my 2 little circles all nicely sitting side by side, ready to sort of continue, if you will. So that's quite nice, quite ready. I would recommend going through all of those central beads again because we want it to be nice and firm. It's always good if it's firm. But yeah, it's looking quite nice, isn't it? But why don't we improve it? Why don't we take it to the next step? So it's really easy to do that. All we have to do just now, I'll weave through some of these central beads just to get that little center section a little bit firmer. If you want to try and have a nice firm tension when you do this, so that it's really, really nice quality there. If you've got a firm tension, it's going to just sit much better once you've got it finished. But anyway, you can see even just doing it that little bit further around, doesn't even have to go far, you get a much firmer tension straight away. I only went through a couple of beads. But anyway, I'll go through one more, and I'm going to exit from a seed bead. So this is another way that we could make our design just a little bit more interesting. Look how much firmer this is now, by the way. I'm going to go through this other one again in a minute, but there you go. Look how firm you can get it just by doing this nice, easy little design, just a little bit firmer. But let's improve it. So see how we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little beads in the center. We can do a little something interesting just here. So because we've got a bead exactly opposite it, I'm going to take an 8mm little Preciosa satin pearl bead. I'll zoom out a little because it's a little too small in the camera there. So it's this really beautiful little pearl looking bead there. Again, made by Preciosa, but beautiful, beautiful quality. And I'm going to get that to sit perfectly in the center of my circle. So the way I'm going to go about doing that, I'll pick up my little bead just here and see how I'm coming out of this seed bead here in the center. I'm going to go through my little pearl. So I'll pick up my pearl, pass through him, just like that. So 8mm is the size of this gap that I've got here. And I'm going to jump directly across to the opposite corner. So from here to the opposite side, I'm going to stay on the same side of the bead. It doesn't matter, you can cross over if you prefer, but essentially I'm exiting from this side, so I'm going to enter from this side, go all the way through there, and you'll soon see, if I just keep my bead on top, oops, try not to get caught inside the loop there we go. We'll pull that tight, and that's going to sit really nicely inside of the center of our little circle. But it's not quite central yet for some reason. Well, we'll see. Because they're both on this side, it's kind of sitting on that side. So now what we're going to do, I'm exiting from this opposite side seed bead, and I'm going to just go straight back from here. So I exited from this side, went through, entered, exiting over here. Let's go back into our pearl all the way and get it nice and tight, get it firm, pull on it. And now we can see it's exiting from, if we look, you can just see just here, there's a teeny weeny little thread bridge just there that joins from this side of the bead to the pearl. So let's go through this bead on the opposite side to create a teeny weeny thread bridge on the opposite side. So now if I pull that tight, get that nice and firm, you can see that little bead is now going to sit beautifully inside our little circle there. So if I just zoom, whoops, wrong way. We want to zoom out, don't we? So if I just zoom out a little bit, you can see now I've got perfectly sitting in there, and I'm going to weave around. You can do this at the end once you've done them all, or you can do it at the beginning, one as you go. It's up to you. It doesn't matter when you do it. You can add them if you want to. You can, if you prefer it just as a circle, leave it as a circle. Or do you know what's another fun idea? Do it on every second bead. It doesn't have to be on every single bead. You can do it, you know, less often if you want to. You can do it maybe on just every second little circle instead. So there we go. I'll just turn myself around and bring myself back to the outer edge, and that's going to bring me back into my previous circle again, isn't it? So let's just pull this around, get this nice and firm. There we are. It's a super simple little design, isn't it? But it looks really, really effective. It's a very, very fun design. I'm going to do something similar with this in a second, which is a slightly different design, but still quite similar. Hopefully I can find a better needle. I don't know. We'll see how I get on with this needle. But anyway, I'm going to go now and firm up that second little ring here, because I didn't do it the first time. You can see how much floppier this one is that I didn't firm up compared to the one that I did firm up. So we'll go through here, and then I will add my pearl to the center of this one as well. So through, where am I exiting from here? Through these three, through there. Oops. And a few more. Through there. And I'll turn myself around so that I'm nicely in the center again. So just zoom in a bit more. There we go, back into the center. And you can see this little design, because it's super simple, it comes together really quickly as well. So it doesn't take very, very long to make a full design like this. But there's a lot of different ways that you can use it. You can sort of play with it, build on it, make it more complex, make it less complex, whatever you feel like. It's up to you. So there we go. I've got this relatively firm now. A little bit better at least. And I'll add on my next little pearl. So again, like I did before, I'll grab myself a pearl. One more just here, which, hey, you can use it with whatever color beads you fancy. It's up to you whatever you like. But again, I've got that nice little pearl bead just there, and I'm going to... Cindy says, I love the pearl. Where are we? Trying to see what... Oh, what's Wayne saying? Start with either bead next to tile, add 3 beads on top. Oh yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. That's a good suggestion there from Wayne. So I'll give that a go. I think I know what he's talking about. Potentially I know what he's talking about. We'll soon find out. But anyway, let's now just continue. I'll add that central bead, and then we'll see what Wayne's... I'll have a go at what I think Wayne was talking about. I'm not quite sure, but I might have been correct. I might not have been. So let's just pick this up here, and I'm going to jump across to the opposite side. Oops. There we are. And exiting from this bead, we're going to go into the one on the opposite side. Add that in, pull that through, there we go, and I'll go back through that pearl again, once more, thank you, pull that tight, and now let's just go back into this, and I'm going to try something. I think I understood what Wayne was talking about, but I might not have. We'll soon find out. But this is just another idea on how you can change the design, try and improve it, make it your own, see what you think. But anyway, let's make it a slightly more three-dimensional, shall we? So the way, now that I've got that bead fairly tight on there, yes, let's go through this next one here, just to lock that in. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. Locked in. And now let's just try this out as an idea to... Oh yeah, I see what Wayne's also talking about. I tell you, Wayne's on fire today. He's talking about all different ways that you could change it and update it. So Wayne's over on YouTube. Maybe if you're on Facebook, you might want to check that out and see what it's like. Because Wayne's coming up with all sorts of different ideas over on YouTube on how to try that out. Rhonda says, I hope this is in a kit. Well, not quite. We do have a bundle that we're selling, which is 20% off, and you'll get 9 different colors. Okay. Yes. A right angle weave on top of the tile. Okay. I'll have a go at that, and we'll see what it looks like. But anyway, so... yeah, Rhonda was asking, is this available in a kit? You can go and get our tile bundle, which gives you 9 colors. You get about 100 or something, or 80, 90 different little tiles per color. And then you can, you'll get our bonus free pattern included as well. There's also a free pattern in that same folder. So there's 2 free patterns. The second one is for this little design here. So you can go and get that free pattern as well. So anyway, I'll have a go at Wayne's right angle weave. Or actually, do you know, there's a couple of different ways. I mean, we can play with it. We can try things out. This is the fun. Thank you. I've just been given a cup of tea and a needle, which is good. So yeah, Wayne's idea is that from exiting from here, we could try and make like a cross on top of here, or maybe you could even do one across there. But do you know what? I'm going to try doing it slightly more three-dimensional, and instead I'm going to keep it just on this side. So let's have a look. Let's make sure the number of beads. I'm going to need one more, I think, just to make it slightly more three-dimensional. We could either do it like this and go like this, or maybe I'll try it on both. Maybe I'll try both options. I'll do one like this, and I'll do one with Wayne's right angle weave. We'll see what it looks like. This might work, might not. But yeah, we can sort of just add a row of beads onto the top here, just to lock that in and go tile to tile. I mean, we're just playing, we're practicing here, we're just trying stuff out, seeing what it looks like. And that's the best thing about this, is it's really easy to just try things out, see how they work, see if they don't work. Don't know, what do we think? Do we think the little addition of a ring at the center here, because we can go through and try and pull it in so that it will sit really nicely like this, and maybe create like a ring around the top of that pearl. It's a fun idea. Let's keep going with it. Let's keep trying. And then, so I've just dropped my needle, of course. So I'll try a few more. Let's try it. Let's try Wayne, or some more ideas. We're getting bonus action out of this. This is where we're sort of just trying things as we go here. So let's try this out. This was a good suggestion of Wayne, who commented in from YouTube about Wayne's inspired me. I think Wayne was talking about something slightly different, but I'm going to have a go at this little process just to see how this looks. I think Wayne's idea was to do a little cross on top of each of the mini tiles, but I'm going to try this. I think this is going to have potential as well. I might have done slightly too many beads. 2, 3, 4, maybe 3 would have been better. But hey, it's all just an experimental process. We've got to just try these things out, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go through there. And as I pull this, so see how it's a little bit too large now? I'm going to go through them all, but without sort of going through the joins. So let's just see how this goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm not going to go back down into the lower piece. I'm going to go straight into the next group of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 3 beads would have been better. But hey, we've tried it. Let's see what the size is like. See that? Now it's coming in a bit closer. We're just pulling it a bit tighter by closing those gaps. Try it a bit more. A little more. See, that's just closing the gap a little bit, sort of attaching it to each other. Making it a bit more three-dimensional. Yeah, 3 beads would have been better, I reckon. Doesn't matter. 4's still fun. And then join this last one through there. Whoops, just a bit caught. Yeah, if I'd done it with 3 beads, it might have closed it in just that little bit more. Yeah, you could brick stitch around the pearl. There's quite a few different ways you could have done it. But yeah, if I'd done it with 3 beads, it could have been like a really tight little circle, but it's just a little bit loose, I think. 3 beads, I think, would have done it. Doesn't matter. But anyway, that sort of just gives you something ever so slightly more three-dimensional. So you can see I've done it with 4 beads. Maybe try it with 3 beads. Or as Wayne suggested, you could try and do it so that you create little right angle weave crosses over the top of each one, which is another fun idea. But anyway, so that one, I did it slightly too many beads. 3 would have been better. But hey, there you go. That gives you the gist, the idea. It's always fun to try. I mean, I can always undo this. It's quick, it's easy. It'll undo quickly, and I could do it with 3, but you know, let's move on. Let's check out design number 2, shall we? But yeah, what do we think? We can vote on which one is our favorite. But anyway, I'm going to now progress onwards, and I'm going to do the next part. So again, I'm going to use some Miyuki beads just here. So I'm going to use my oh, I'm in right hand view still, so the text is backwards. Here we go. Let's just pop some of these beads away, and I'm going to try out my next design. So you can imagine this was one idea. I don't know. It's probably, I don't know. What do we think? It's too messy with this on the top. If I'd done it with 3 beads, it might have looked really cool. So it was super tight to the circle, but you know, whatever. But this, I think, looks really, really effective. Looks like an eye now, says Susan. Speaking of eyes, if you haven't noticed, got a big fat shiner right there from playing basketball on the weekend. I was considering making a joke and saying, do you know, I was at the local bead group and a lady asked me, what's your favorite bead stitch? And I tell you, she just really liked peyote. No, it was playing basketball, or as they say, sleeping with one eye open. And now I'm just very, very tired. Okay, so let's put these little beads away so I'm not going to get all tangled up and messed about. And I'll grab the next little design. So again, like I said, I'm going to try out a few different little design ideas here. I've got some mini tiles again, but this is a gorgeous color. I really, really like this one. Let's see if I can just oomph that brightness a tiny bit. Maybe that's too much. About there. There we go. You can see this one, it's like a really lovely sort of green iris, metallic green color that we've got there. But yeah, it's a really, really sort of nice, beautiful, rich color that we've got. Whoops, there we go. So I'm going to start with that color there. I'm going to use some of my color 73 of my Miyuki size 11s, which if you haven't seen, we've just restocked all of our Miyuki beads. You can also use Preciosa beads, which if you missed last week's tutorial, if you want to get double discount on the seed bead bundles, you can still get the free pattern, of course, but if you want to get the seed bead bundles, because you can use the same size 10s or size 11s for this, it's exactly the same. If you want to get a discount on those seed bead bundles, go check that out as well. Maybe I should stick them in the same product bundle. But anyway, I will get some of these beads out. I'm going to need some size 15s as well, just a few. I'm going to use this iris metallic forest iris green, so it's going to match my I've got pretty much the matching seed bead and size 15 mini tile as well, size about the same. So there we go. Let's undo that. Let's try it. There we go. And I'm going to use those size 15s as well. Get some of those out. We're not going to need much. This starts off, this is quite similar to what we just did, but with a little bit of a difference. So this is a sort of another design idea that we've got here for, it's sort of a variation on what we've just done, which at the beginning of the stream, I think it may have been, someone was saying that, oh yeah, the picture in the middle was their favorite. Well, this is the one I'm going to do now. So it's quite similar to what I've just done, but we're going to sort of do it the next level. So essentially, I'm going to try and make a lovely little beaded star. So I'll just thread my thread through my needle. Here we go. So again, I've got myself about 1 meter of thread, which is more than enough, plenty amount just there. And I'm going to now pick up some size 15 beads and my mini tiles. So again, I'm going to do 6. So I'll start with one itty bitty teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. No, one size 15 seed bead there. So this is your size 15. this is your size 11, which if you haven't done much bead work before, wait, let's zoom in so that we can really see the difference in size. Look at that, there you go. So the teeny weeny one, that's a size 15, and the one that's a little bit bigger, that's a size 11. See that? See how the silver one is a tiny bit bigger? They're size 11, these are size 15. For some reason, seed beads get larger. The larger the number, the smaller the seed bead. So anyway, I've got 115, one mini tile. Let's just zoom out a teeny touch so that it'll stay in focus a bit better. And I'm going to do exactly the same as before. I need to pick up a total of 6. So 1, 2, another third little 15, a third mini tile, a fourth 15, a fourth mini tile, a fifth 15, a fifth mini tile, a sixth seed bead. Oh no, do I need a sixth seed bead? A sixth mini tile. There we go. There we are. So 6 mini tiles, 6 size 15s. So it's going to make it just that teeny weeny bit closer, a little bit smaller in that central section. But yeah, there we are. So I'll just slide that down, and just as before, I'm going to turn it into a nice little circle. So you know how before I tied the knot after? I'll do it this time again, but I'm going to do it ever so slightly different. So I'll thread through all of the beads this time. Whoops, thread through them all, thread through them all. Every last one. Did I get through them all? Did I miss any? Nope. And through these two, just pull this through. And through these two as well. And now, which makes life a little bit easier because I'm not going to come back to the center of this one again. So I'll just go all the way through, pull that, and now you can see there's a circle forming. But what I'll do is tie my tail thread to my working thread. So here's my main thread, here's my tail thread, just left over right, as though you were starting your shoelaces, just as you do. You can do it twice even if you want to, but I'll just do it once, and then you'll see as we pull on that, it brings it all nice and tight, just like that. You can tie another knot if you want to, which, do you know what, let's do it. I wasn't going to, I don't usually, but today I will. So just do that. That's a nice easy method there as well. And then there you go. We've got a nice central ring, but you can see this one, it's a teeny weeny bit smaller. Your size 8 bead will probably still fit inside if you want to do that one. Let's just test it, shall we? Let's see if I can pop that inside. There it is. Ooh, nearly dropped it. So where's my bead? There it is. So it's a bit more of a snug fit, but it does still fit. So if you want to, you can still try and add your size 8 in there. Maybe it's a little too small. But anyway, we're going to do something quite similar again to what we did just before. So I'm going to pass up into the outer rim, like I did just there. And now what I'll do is something quite similar, just a little bit different. So instead of picking up 3 beads, I'm going to just pick 2 for now. I'm going to get a third one in a minute, but because I've got the slightly smaller inner ring, it means I don't need quite so many beads on the outside. So if I have a look, I'll just pass through here, and you can see 2 beads now fits inside there instead of 3 because we've got that ever so slightly smaller bead joining them. So I'll go with 2 beads again, 2 beads again, and again and again and again. So this one, this variation, it's a little bit more time consuming. It's a few more steps. We started with the basic model, and now we're going to go to a slightly more advanced model. You'll soon see. So anyway, 1, 2 more there. It's going to involve us doing a few times around this outer hole, but you can see, again, the color is looking really lovely. So 2 beads again, through there, so that we're exiting. There we are. And look at that. Because I did my matching seed bead to my tile, you pretty much don't even see that inner size 15. It's hidden, which we kind of like. So if I just bring that in a teeny bit closer, what we're going to do now, as we go around, I'm going to add what's called a Picot, which a Picot is more or less where you've got two beads that are joined together and then you add a bead between them. So if we have a look, there's two beads. They're already joined to each other, but I'm going to go through that one and into the next, and then I'll go all the way through that tile and to the middle of the next two. But you can see, because they've got the join below them, it makes that little bead pop out to the side. So it's a nice, easy way to just give it a tiny little bit of something, just a little outward pop. So again, I'll pick up one bead and I'll go through the seed bead, the tile, the seed bead, pull on that, and there we go, pop that one in place, and he just sticks out a little bit too. Pick up one seed bead, go through the next little group, have that little fella pop out too. Let's do it again. Pick up one seed bead, go through into the next seed bead, tile, and just one of the two seed beads in the next group. Pull that tight. Oops. And let's do it again. So pick up one little bead, go into my next one, the tile, and the following seed bead. Pull that tight. And again, that little fella's gonna just pop out there. So we'll do it once more, last time now. And then this is where we're gonna start doing things a little bit differently. So I'll just weave until, so I don't want to go through any of those through seed beads now on this last little iteration. This little fella, the last one, because we've got it quite tight, you'll have to probably wiggle it a little just to get it to fit. And there you go, we can see we've kind of got this hexagon shape happening because those little picots give you a nice straight line. But ready? This is where things get a little more fun. So I'm going to pick up 1, 2, 3 seed beads, just 3. And you might be thinking, well, what's he going to do with those? So anyway, I'm coming out of the tile just here. And this is where you might go, what is he doing? So anyway, I'm going to go see this little bead just here. I'm going to go loop around it. My thread is exiting from this side of the bead. Loop around it and go back towards myself. What is he doing? I have no idea what's going on here, says everybody. So anyway, you can see I've kind of just added this globule on the side. Don't worry, we're going to make sense in just a second. So now that I've gone through these 3, I'm coming out of this central bead just here. I'll zoom in really close so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Hopefully it'll stay in focus. Nope. Come on now, get in focus. There, I'll bring it to here. So I'm exiting from this central bead. I added 1, 2, and 3. And what I'm going to do is go through just the second bead only. See that? Just that second bead. So I'll just pull that nice and firm, like so. See that? I'll pick up 1 seed bead, and I'm going to go into this little fella here. Like so. And you go, what is this globule going to become? Well, we pick up 1 more seed bead and we're going to go into the tile. So we're going to skip around into this little tile, find that top hole. I tell you, I did my tension so firm I almost can't get into it. There we go. Into the mini tile, all the way through, pull that nice and tight, and then you'll see, ta-da, now it comes together so nicely into a star point. See, look, you've got now a much larger little point. See that? So I'll do it again so that you can see. I'll do it in left-hand view as well. Am I in left-hand view? Which hand am I using? No, this is right-hand view. All right, so we'll go left-hand view just for a second to show you it once more for you lefties like myself. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 beads. We'll loop backwards towards where we started from. Pull it a little tighter. We're going to go just through the second of the 2 beads only. Pull that tight. Pick up 1 bead. Go through the next one. Try and pull it nice and firm. Try and keep a good tension. Then pick up 1 more bead and into the mini tile. And pull that tight. Try not to get your thread caught. And there's your next little point. So see that? We're going to be creating a little star. See this? So 1, 2, 3. Backwards. And what we're doing here technically is creating a little picot at the end. Oops. So again, much like how we created a picot before, but I'm doing the whole thing in just one step. See, what do we think of that? It's a good little trick. And then into this one here. And pull that tight. Now I'll jump back to right-hand view for you uptighty righties. No. There we go. Pop it back now. There we are. So we're back to right-hand view. Go through here. 1, 2, 3 beads back towards the one that we're currently coming out of, so this way. Pull that tight, get them in position, go through just the second bead only. Don't go through the first one, just the second bead. Pull it tight, add a bead to the picot, like so. Pick up 1 more, and let's go through the mini tile. We're almost there now. We're not far from it. I'll zoom out a little. I see it's a little too close. We're getting a bit out of focus when it's too close. So I'll just zoom out a teeny touch. We've got our nice little point at the end of each one. So we'll do a few more. 1, 2, 3. Back the way we came. Pull that tight, go through that second bead only. Pick up 1 bead, add it like a picot. Pull that tight, pick up 1 bead, and into our mini tile, and we're almost there now. Almost all the way around. There you go, you've got another nice little point created there. And we'll go 1, 2, 3 more, last one. Back the way we came, pull that tight into the middle bead. Pull it tight, pick up 1, into the next. And then we go 1, 2, and 1 bead only. Oops, dropped it. Pick up that bead. And now into our mini tile to finish it off. And now you'll see, when I lay that down for you, we have a really beautiful 6-point star type shape. It's a snowflake maybe. And there you go, there you go. We've got this really beautiful little snowflake shape. The nice thing about these little pieces if you want to, you can make them all together. And what we do is now you can just thread to the tip of one. You can do a tiny little right angle weave and you can join them. Because they've got 6 little points, you can go 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 across your piece like this and join them one by one by one by one around to make a lovely straight little bracelet. If you wanted to do it in necklace form, you can do a straight section to here and then skip this one, and instead of doing the opposite one, you do the straight section from here. So it would kind of work out like, so if you wanted to do it like bracelet, you could line them up, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, so that they, and then from the opposite side, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. But if you want to do it like a necklace, you can do it so that they go from here, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and from here, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and that's going to give you a nice snowflake. So that's super fun. If you want, you can also make your little snowflake slightly more three-dimensional as well. So if you want, you can, I'll just show it to you. We'll see if it actually looks any good or not. But we can just sort of add some little beads onto the top. So I picked up 2. I'm exiting from this, and I'm going to just jump over the top and across into my next tile. We'll see how it looks. This is just an idea. If you want it to be a little more three-dimensional, because I know I quite like having my designs be sort of three-dimensional with a bit of vertical texture, shall we say, just to make them a bit more fun. I quite like adding layers and levels. You can see it's not going to show too much until we get nice and close. So this is nice and easy. And then if we wanted to, we could even Picot these little pairs that I'm making at the beginning here. So just continue around like this. 2 beads. Right, are we ready? Are we almost ready to see the 3rd design? So like I said, there's 3 different pieces of jewelry I'm going to teach you today. This one, you could make it a bracelet, you could make it a necklace, you could make it a pair of earrings, it could become a pendant, you could use it as a Christmas tree decoration. This one is the free pattern that you'll get when you buy our mini tile bundle. So if you haven't seen that one, there's a link down in the description that will take you. It says, you know, make the pieces from today. That's what this will take you to. So I'll just pull that tight. So there we go. I've added now my little three-dimensional part. So you can see there's these slightly raised sections now, just to make it a bit more interesting. And do you know what we could do for a bit of fun? Just to, I mean, we could add a size 11 there in the Picot, but let's see how it looks with one of our size 15s, shall we? So it'll just give us something in the center of our drop. So I'll go through there, Picot that in, and there you go. You can see it just adds a teeny weeny dark little dot. You could stick a microcrystal in there. Oh man, I wish I had some microcrystals. I could have done that. That would have been so cool. Or maybe you know, a bigger bead of this same sort of color. I'll just go through here again. We'll just go through and I'm going to add some Picots. If I'd thought about it, I would have used a microcrystal for this. One of our size 11 microcrystals. If you haven't seen those before, essentially they're seed beads, but they're seed bead sized crystals, which we've had developed and could have been perfect in here, but unfortunately I didn't think about that until just now. It's always the way, isn't it? There we go. Just pop these little Picot bits in the center. What do we think of it? Adding the three-dimensional texture. You don't have to, but I kind of like it. I think it's good. What do we think? Yes, pretty. I love that. It makes it more dimensional for sure. Good, I'm glad you like it. Yes, I'd put a ruby color, like a berry. That's a nice idea. I've only just joined, but that looks lovely. Well, if you're like Kaylee and you've only just arrived, that's not a problem. Because these are live on YouTube and on Facebook, you can watch from the Bead Spider website those little things here. Oh, do you know what? Look what I've just been handed. Some microcrystals. Microcrystals, do you have them on your website? Yes, we're the only place you can get them from. We had them made. So this is a size 11 crystal. So if you want to get some of these, you can find them on our website. They're on the homepage. If you scroll to the bottom of the homepage, you'll find some information about them. But essentially, they're size 11 seed beads, but crystal. So I'm going to cut some. Do you know what? I almost want to undo those, but I'm not going to because, you know, let's not. Where are the scissors? So I'll just give this a little snipperoony. And then I'll use one of my microcrystals just here in my next Picot. So I'll just get myself in position. Oh well, I'm not going to go back and undo them, but we'll see. So I'll just bring myself into position, pull that firm, go through here. And ready? Let's add in our first microcrystal. This could be a game changer. It's the right color. Good thing Jermaine and Andrew are watching. I tell you, I've got a bead here on my bead mat. So there we go. This is my size 11 microcrystal. You can see how sparkly it is. Even just the one bead just catches the light. It's beautiful. But yeah, I bet you've never seen those before. Seed bead crystals. Crystal seed bead, whatever way you want to look at it. There we go. Put that on there. Whoops. Ooh, I broke my thread. I tell you, I'm not having a good time of it. Where did I do my little piece just there? Oops. Just bring that back in there. Oh dear. It's always the way it goes, isn't it? Where's my little thread piece gone? There we go. Where are you, Mr. Little Bead? Popped out. Clearly hadn't threaded through it properly. Oops. There we are. Let's go through here. Get myself back in. Where's that bead gone? And where are you, Mr. Seed Bead? I need to get more of them off. I'm like trying to find ones on the bead mat that I've only got like 4 beads out and I keep dropping them. There we go. Pick that one up. So here we are. And I'll just Picot this fellow in to here. There we go. Whoops. There it is. Go through here. We'll add our next one. Pop that little bit just there. And add that Picot in. There we go. See that? There's the... So you can see the difference. The little beads just a little bit tinier, but these crystals just here, you've only got to use one. It's a shame I didn't do it for the other 3 because you'd see how sparkly they are. They really do catch the light. Look at that. See, look, just here. This, which one are we looking at? This bead here. Look at this. Just as I move it. See how they really catch the light in a way that the seed beads don't? Look at that. So let's just add in our last one. Just here. And it just adds the tiniest little bit of bling where you go, well, it's made out of all the seed beads. How are you going to be getting bling like that from a seed bead? Well, it's made of a crystal. Where's that last bead? There we go, through here. And then there's that last one. So obviously we can continue. We'd weave off our thread now or join them. But there you go, look at that. And you can see how the color of the light changes. This one's quite a dark crystal, but it's got this beautiful sort of multicolor hue to it. See that? There you go. Look right at the one right there on my thumb. No, this one here. See how it's got that sort of bluey purpleness to it? Beautiful. But yeah, so it'll catch the light, and I can see, I don't know if you can see it, but every time it moves, I can see it glinting at me, where the seed beads, obviously, they don't quite do that. But being that little bit larger, I think that also helps. But yeah, they're these little fellas just here. So this is what I've used. You can really see the color when I've got lots of them together side by side, but they are gorgeous. Beautiful. Look at that. See how sparkly they are? It's a shame I didn't use it for all 6. Oh well. So there we go. This is design 2 of 3, a little snowflake. And I hope you liked it. So there we go. We've done now the circle. We've done the snowflake. You could add a bead to the center of your snowflake if you want to. Now now for something completely different. There we go. Let's just get myself nicely into... Andres says, that looks awesome. I'm glad you like it. I would make it literally pop out. Or really, I would make it really pop out. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I hope you like that one. Anyway, so now I'm going to do my next part. So let me just put these few little bits and pieces away so that I've got space again. And I'm going to show you my third design. So as promised, I've done 2 designs. We're going to do 3. It starts off basic. This is kind of how I like to do my streams. So if you are new to my streams, do please subscribe. If you're on YouTube, there's a little button in the bottom right corner you can click on. It'll take you to where you can view it. Don't forget as well, after my third design, I am going to announce the winners of our competition that we ran last month. It's finally finished, and I'm going to go through and dish out the prizes to everybody. So let me just pop a few of these things away. I've got my tea here, and I haven't had a single sip of it, so I'm going to guzzle some of that too. But yeah, make sure, please like this video, share this video as well. Subscribe to our channel. If you want to get some more free patterns, because I know we're giving away 1 free pattern. Well, technically there's 2 if you follow the link. I know I'm giving away some free patterns, but if you want to try out some of our paid patterns for free, there's another link down there in the description which you can click on, and it will give you a place where you can sign up for a £5 voucher to try some of our beading patterns. Right, now that I've got some of these beads put away, I'm going to go with design numero 3. This is kind of 2 designs in one though. It's a little bit more complicated, this one. Well, not really. It's a very, very simple design, but more substantial. Sorry about that. I was just having a big sip of tea from the Matthew mug. So, next, what have I got here? I've got myself some, let's put it in left-hand view. Fade that in. There we go. I've got some 2 by 2.5 millimeter crystals, so a little bit bigger than seed beads. About the same size as a size 8 seed bead, maybe. Kinda. Maybe a little bit bigger than that. Anyway, so I've got those. I've got some gold mini tiles, which, don't forget, like I said, I'm using lots of different colors. You don't need too many, but if you're going to get yourself some mini tiles, if you want to try them out, go check out our website. They're 20% off for our little bundle that we've got there, where you get 9 colors. Like, for example, I'll show you some of the others. There's a sort of a nice satiny grey color that's nice. I've got a white, which is got a sphinx luster on it, which if you don't know what sphinx is, it's kind of like a white coating. So it's white with a white coating that makes it extra shiny. I've got colors like this, which is like a hematite tone in there, which is color number 18. Which if you want to search them all, you can use the search function. If you write CZMT0, it'll show you all the mini tiles. Anyway, this is like a Picassoed purple tone, which is really rich. This one here I really like. It's got like a blue sort of Picassoing over the top of like a white tealy one. We've got lots and lots of different colors. There's about 15 colors or more. Right, so I'm going to be using these 3 now and my 2 by 2.5s. So let's begin, shall we? I will start by grabbing myself about... I'm going to do a bracelet, so I'm going to give myself a slightly longer thread this time. Where are we? Here we go. So instead of a meter, you might want 2 meters this time. What have I done? Where's my thread? Here it is. No, not that needle. this needle here. So this time, again, I'm using slightly more thread, so about 2 meters to do the full design this time. And what I'll do, essentially, it's quite a nice, easy design. I'm using Preciosa metallic rose gold Preciosa size 10s, which this might be in one of our seed bead bundles, which if you haven't seen them, go get our seed bead bundle packs. Again, they're on double discount, so if you get any 2 or more, you'll get 2 of them. You'll get it 20% off instead of 10%, which they've been very, very popular. So go and get some if you want, and then you can also get our bell pattern for free. These little herringbone bells. I made that in last week's video, so go get that. If you want that pattern, if you didn't get it last week, get it now. It's free. We like giving things away for you guys for free. We love it when you join me when I'm doing my streams. That's kind of the big thing. If you come and join me on my streams, there's lots of good bonuses. Plus in our bead group, we put lots of good things in our bead group too. Free patterns and stuff in there too. Lots of things. So, I've got my... Is there a Dove blue microcrystal or a blue grey? Yes, there is, but do you know what? We're like fairly low in stock of our microcrystals at the minute. They're so popular. We've usually got about 70 colours or so, 65, and I think we're down to less than half. But the good news is we've just been restocking and we've ordered more. We've had them made because we have to have them made specifically for us. Because we're the ones who pretty much develop them. So we've got more new colours coming soon. Not yet, but that will be in the future. But if you want to get some now, you can go check those out there. They're really, really lovely. So let me just get myself all ready. Okay, good. I've got everything prepared. Let's begin, shall we? So this one, again, it's a nice, easy little design. I'm going to do it with 1 needle. You could do it with 2 if you wanted to, but let's do it with just 1 for now. So essentially what I will do is start with some little seed beads. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 little seed beads. Oh, let's zoom in there. Oops, wrong way. Zoom in. So I've got 3 seed beads. Jan, unfortunately, she has to go now. Well, if you're like Jan and you need to... Wait a minute. Where is it? There it is. Too many comments coming through. If you have to leave now, don't worry. We do send emails where you can view the videos and check them out and get them yourself to watch on demand at any time. Otherwise, head to the homepage of our website. You can watch it. It'll be there for the next week. No, more than that. It'll be there for probably about a month where you can access the video straight away. So anyway, 3 beads and 1 tile, then 1 bead and the other color tile, which I've got this gorgeous iris purple tone. Look at that. That one's nice, isn't it? Then I've got 3 beads, 1, 2, 3, then 1 of my gold tiles, then 1 bead and a purple tile. See this? This is essentially the plan on what we're doing. So if I just go through all the way through like this, I'm going to just add on 3 beads, a gold, 1 bead, a purple, 3 beads, a gold, 1 bead, a purple, 3 beads, a gold, 1 bead, a purple, and so forth until we're pretty much like down about the length of our piece. Do you know what? I should have put a thread stopper on the end, or even yet still, there is another way. Maybe I should have started it a slightly different way. Doesn't matter. But anyway, you'll get the gist on the design. So I'll pick up 1, 2, 3, and 1 of these, and a purple. Slide those down. And we'll just repeat that pattern for a little bit. So there we go. There's 1, 2, 3, a gold, one bead and a purple, then 1, 2, 3 and a gold. I won't do too many more. This is just to give you a gist on how it will look. I'm gonna make just a mini bracelet. You know how I often do mini pieces for mini people, or for dolls almost, really. So 1, 2, 3. We'll do a few more. Oh, I just realized something. Do you know what? I've been... oh no. Oh well, it means I can just... I just realized I was meant to be doing a crystal in the middle. Well, this outer one... I suppose I better fix it. All right. Oh no. All right, let's just do this really quickly. It means I can improve this little end so that it's a bit firmer anyway. So I'll just go through here. Actually, I'll do it with a purple. Through here. Pull it through till it's about where we want it to be. Go down the other side of that same tile. I tell you, this is what you do when you're not paying enough attention to what you're doing. And back up that tile. So we've kind of gone around this tile like a little square. You can even do it again, just so it doesn't move. We're almost creating a stopper bead with our tile, so that it's locked in place and it doesn't move around so much. Do it once more. Why not? There we go. There, now I can thread them on, and you can see it's locked on like a stopper. You've got a tiny bit of thread there, tiny bit of thread there, but we're going to do that a little bit later. So now I'll do the same process again, but this time I'm going to remember to put my crystals in the center. So I'll do 1 seed bead, 1 of my crystals, followed by a seed bead. So I've got, like I said, 2 by 2.5 mil seed beads there. Slide that down. And then I'll pick up a gold. Let's do 1 seed bead only. And into our purple. Whoops, dropped him. Where'd you go, Mr. Purple? What? Disappeared. Oh well, whatever. Grab another one. There we are. Slide that down. Now 1 seed bead. 1 of my 2 by 2.5s, followed by a seed bead. Slide them down. Then we'll go 1 gold, 1 seed bead, they're not easy to pick up on this plastic, the white plastic background. Through here, then 1 seed bead, 1 crystal, 1 seed bead. There we go. Now we're back on track. And it's looking better. It's definitely better this way, isn't it? Pick up 1 of my gold ones. And 1 seed bead only. 1 purple. Ooh, it's getting really warm in here all of a sudden. All these lights shining on me, making me nice and warm. I tell you, good thing it's a cold, dreary day outside. I'm getting toasty warm in here. Pick up the next one. I think you're going to like this design. You might be thinking, how's this going to turn out? Well, we're going to do the length of our bracelet like this. So whatever size you would want your bracelet to be, do this for that length. The beads I'm using a 2 by 2.5. This is a question here from Shirley. She says, what size are you using? I've got my mini tiles. I've got size 10 Preciosa seed beads, which are the same as your size 11 Japanese seed beads. But Preciosa, the Czech sizing system and the Japanese sizing system, they're a little bit different. So you can use them more or less like for like. So a Japanese size 11 or a Czech size 10. In fact, it doesn't matter what size beads you use too much in this design. It's a nice easy one. And then I'm using a 2 by 2.5 millimeter crystal donut bead. So all of these are on our website, of course, if you want to get them. Did I just make a mistake? Yes, I did. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, so we've got size 10s, 2 by 2.5 millimeters, and mini tiles. That's what I'm using right now. There we go. Get that purple one back on there. Ooh, and I can put that question away. why are you using plastic? So this plastic is so that it's a nice smooth white background rather than sitting on a bead mat, because sometimes the bead mat looks good, but other times it's nice, it's a bit easier, cleaner, and it doesn't like lose focus so much on a bead mat. So the bead mat, the camera's continuously trying to look at the bead mat and focus on the bead mat, but now it will focus just on my hands and the work. So it's much better for getting the correct focus, and with the white background it's nice and clear for you guys to see. So anyway, there we go, we're almost there now. Through a few more. And we'll go a purple. I'll end with a purple, why not? That will do. So now what I'll do is pick up one seed bead, one crystal, one seed bead. You could attach your clasp at this point if you want to. So this is a good time to like attach your clasp if you see fit. So I don't have one here, which would have been a smart idea. Oh wait, do I? I do have one. I've got one teeny weeny little one. So you could do it at this point, but I kind of am going to tell you maybe don't. Just hold off for a little while. Just in case something crazy is about to happen. So anyway, I will leave this sort of like this. I'll just add one bead at the top instead, which you could always add your clasp to the end later. And now I'll just use that like a little turnaround, and I'll go one crystal, and one thing to come back. Wait a minute. So I'll go, yeah, pick those up in here and go down here. And that gives me somewhere to attach to at the end. So it's pretty much a nice little loop at the end with just one bead. You could make it a bit smaller if you wanted to. We could have just done it with the 3 beads, but I've done this a little bit wider. So yeah, there we go. We can see I've got my tension nice and firm. You can see there is the entirety of my beads just here, all nicely in one little row. Pull that tight. And now we're going to continue back down from whence we came. So you can see here, I've got one seed bead. So I'm going to do the opposite. So I'll do one seed bead, one crystal, and one seed bead here. And I'm going to go down this next little bead here. And as I do that, get it nice and firm on the end. We want to make sure our end is super duper tight. There we go. You see, it sort of gives you this slight right angle, like a right angle in it. So I'll do another one now, but see how I've got the seed bead, a crystal, and a seed bead? I'm going to do the opposite. So I'm going to just add one seed bead here, pop that through there, and pull that tight too. Then let's do it again. So we can see I've got one, so I need one seed bead, one crystal, and one seed bead, and we'll go through here like that, and look what's happening. Look what's happening. We're getting a really nice zigzag happening. So there we go. I've got 3 beads. Pick up one, go down there, pull that tight, and that's going to continue this zigzagging pattern. See, look at this. What do we think about it? So now, again, I've got just one bead, so let's go one seed bead, one crystal, and one seed bead through the next. Pull that tight. So this is just a nice, simple little beginner's basic bracelet. But you never know. Maybe we're going to mix it up. Maybe we're going to improve it even further in just a moment's time. Who knows? Could it be me starting with something basic and then getting a little bit more difficult and building upon it? Who knows? Does that sound like me? Maybe it does. Pick up one seed bead again. And we'll go through here. And just keep going all the way down until we get to the end. 1, 2, 3. Through there. then one seed bead through there. How's that looking? What do we think of that? It's pretty cool, isn't it, how it does that? It's like a handy little feature of these beads. We'll do 1, 2, 3, through the next one, turn around, and we'll do one last little bead there. And so you get the gist. If you wanted to just do a really cute, simple little design, this would be a really, really nice, easy one. There you go. There's a finished, fully finished bracelet. If you wanted to just have that zigzagging effect all the way across your wrist like that, it's quite delicate, it's quite soft. Really, really easy, but you never know. What do you think about that? So this one, obviously I've just done this as a mini piece. You want to do the length of your entire wrist, plus a little bit. As Angelica says, won't the zigzagging make it a tiny bit shorter on the wrist? It might do. It would be worth checking, but I have a feeling it'll still be fairly close. But if you've got like a good clasp, it shouldn't be a huge problem. So yeah, good thought there. So you want to make it a little bit longer, as Angelica has suggested. You're right. So anyway, I'm going to do a little something now, which is going to be quite fun. I think you'll like this. So now, essentially, I would create a loop at the other end that's exactly the same as this, but this time I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to do instead is turn around and start going back up again. So I'm going to pick up one seed bead, and now I'm going to go a gold, like this, and slide that down. And now I'll pick up one seed bead, a purple, so it's kind of the same as what we've got on this other side. See there? And now I'll pick up one seed bead and we'll go through our zigzag. Pull, nice and tight. It's not going to quite sit right yet, but that's not a problem. Go through there. So you might have wanted to make this a little bit longer, but I'm just doing it nice and quickly to get it to sit just the right way. Now I will pick up one seed bead, get this nice and firm on here. There we go. Pick up one seed bead and go into a gold. Pick up one seed bead and pick up a purple. Then we're going to pick up one seed bead and go into our next little crystal. So pull that, and then there's the next little part of our zigzagging shape. So now I'll pick up one seed bead. I've got a purple one here, so let's start with a gold. Pick up one seed bead, pick up a purple, pick up one seed bead, and we're going to go into our next crystal. Like so. Do it again. One seed bead. We've got a purple one here, so let's go one gold. One seed bead and one purple. Followed finally by one more seed bead. We'll go into our next crystal. Pull that tight too. Then we go one seed bead, one gold, one seed bead, one purple. Oops, I added two seed beads there somehow. One seed bead and one gold. Go into the next crystal. We're going to join ourselves on these crystals. So technically, we're doing netting now with two whole beads. One seed bead, one gold, one seed bead, one purple, one seed bead, into the next crystal, like so. And now I'll pick up just one gold one. One seed bead, one gold. Yeah, maybe I should have just done one small seed bead there. Doesn't matter. It would have been better if I'd actually done it, now that I think about it, as one bead longer, because then I could have just joined it a little bit simpler. But anyway, let's just pick up some of these. One seed bead, one crystal. Let's make this end match the other. So there we go. I've got all the beads to make that same loop on the end of this end. Go down here, pull this nice and firm, go down the second side of our bead, like so. There we go. And now I'm going to do the opposite. So we need to now pretty much join each one with the opposite of what we had. So we're going to go with the one seed bead here. So you can see, if you want to know exactly what it is we need to do, it's going to be the opposite to, it's going to be the same as this here. So we're going to pick up one seed bead on this one. Then we're going to need one seed bead, one crystal, and one seed bead, and go through here. Then one seed bead, and through the next. One seed bead, one crystal, and one seed bead. Let's just move my bead mat a bit closer so that I can work a little closer too. Now through the second hole of the next one. Pick up one seed bead. There we go. One seed bead, one crystal, one seed bead, through the next. Then one seed bead. What are we thinking about this, everybody? What do we think of my color choice, by the way? Well, Jermaine's color choice, technically. Somewhere in between. We both sort of chose this one a bit earlier. But yeah, again, it is just a sort of a fun process of jewelry making, is sort of trying to play with colors and see what you can come up with. But what do we think about this? Yeah, you could try this with super duos. Somebody said I have a lot of super duos. Yes, it would work with that too if you want to. I think I quite like it with the mini tiles, just because you've got the sort of the big feature almost of it being that square shape. So let's just get a few more of these crystals. 1, 2, 3. Pull through there. Pick up one. Go through there. 1, 2. Oops. One crystal. One of these, and through this one here, finally. There we go. Now you can see I've got a double bracelet. But why stop there? Let's keep going, shall we? Da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun. Lots of fun. So again, you can see now I would probably need to bring myself like a nice sort of looping piece. It's a little bit of fun to try and now figure out how I'm going to go across to the other side. Maybe I do need to do it with an extra tile, really. So we'll go, where are you? We'll pick up one of these. See, I tell you, I haven't done a triple before, so I'm just sort of seeing where I end up now to hope that it comes together for me. Am I doing it the right way? That's going to be like that. Yeah, I guess. I probably should have done this earlier. Doesn't matter. So I'll do this one this way. And pick up one. And a gold. And then one more. and back. So there we go. We've got a bit of a turn now. I could have done it, I guess, in another way. Did I do enough beads there? No, I didn't. I need one more purple. Undo that. One purple. And a seed bead, obviously. There we go. So yeah, we're going for round 3. I just sort of got halfway through it and was like, why not do 3? So it can be even a third size. Let's just twist this. Have I got this right? Yeah, that looks good. There we go. And we can sort of make this side match this side towards the end. Kind of like how we've done this down here. So I'll pull this. Undo this fella. And now let's start joining them back again. Going back the other way. So now I need to do 1 seed bead, 1 gold, 1 seed bead, 1 purple, 1 seed bead, and we go all the way back down again, and that will give us like a 3rd row. So it's a nice, easy way to just keep going wider and wider and wider if you want to, until you're really happy with like the width of it, the size of it. You're happy that it looks, you think it looks fantastic. Go as many wide as you want. It's up to you entirely how wide you go. But yeah, you can just keep doing row after row after row, even if you wanted to make it like a really big sort of feature piece. Make sure I get this nice and firm. There we go. And then do my triple. So we'll need 1, 1, 1, 1. Go into there. 1, 1. It's nice and easy, isn't it? Like, you almost don't even have to think too much about the design. Once you get into the swing of it, it just sort of comes together, doesn't it? Maybe I should have thought about the ending a bit more. Doesn't matter. 1. See, it comes together pretty quickly when you're going back the other way. Let's do my last one. And then I think it's time to announce our competition winners. What do you think, eh? Because you get the idea on this. There we go. Through here. Pull that tight. And now 1, 2, 3. Maybe this would have been a better solution on both ends. Oh, I forgot to do a seed bead on there. Haha. Undo that. There we go. 1 seed bead through there. Now pick up my 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully, yep, we should have now all of our pictures ready for our competition and everything, so I can announce the winners of that in just a moment. Let's head back down. There you go. That's a better end, isn't it? I should have done it with the seed beads. Love this. It's beautiful, says Doreen. Absolutely beautiful. Wicked. Love it. Love this. I think it would be nice as a 6 to 18 inch necklace too, says Cindy. Sounds good. Love it. Everybody's really liking on this little fella. I am too. Do you know what? I can't leave it not quite finished. I have to do this outer row just to satisfy my need for the thing to actually be finished. And then I'm going to tell you all about our competition. So make sure you're sticking around. Don't run away. Don't run away. We've got lots more to come. Well, maybe not lots more. Maybe another, 10 minutes or something extra. So I'll just run down this edge and then let's do that competition, shall we? Because then we can see what this is actually going to look like. And then, like I said, competition announcement time. If you didn't know that we were doing a competition, there's a link in our little description down there about our bead group. In our bead group, we run competitions, which there'll be a new one coming on Monday after we've finished announcing this one. The plan is that we'll have another one ready on Monday or so, maybe something like that, and that'll run for about a month or something, till the middle of November. with a new theme. We're going to do we pretty much run the competitions continuously so that there's always something fun to do in the group, but we've got lots and lots of people in there, lots of really knowledgeable people. We're going to have all sorts of fun things happening over the next few weeks and months. There's going to be a little free course for our members. But yeah, just go click on the link. It takes you to our bead group and you can sign up if you haven't done so already. You'd see that we do competitions all the time in there. We give away free patterns. We do little throwbacks to older videos that we've done that you may not have seen before. All sorts of things like that. Lots and lots of fun. So anyway, I'm almost there. Let's get this done. This is really lovely, looking like a lattice that we've got there. Do you know what? I've got out the exact number of crystals I needed somehow. I don't know how I did that. But anyway, here we go. Through there. Into here. And now one more crystal. There we go. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, if I'd done this little finish on the end every time, it gives you something to turn around in. So at each point, make sure you do this little piece, and then you can do your turnaround quite easily. But there you go. There's the fully finished lattice of how that would look. Look at that. Doesn't that look gorgeous? And if you wanted it even thicker, make it even thicker. Do a 4th row, do a 5th, do another, do another. Just keep going wider and wider and wider as long as you like. But there you are. Doesn't that look really, really nice? But it's such a simple design, and you can just keep making it whatever width you want it to be. Lovely, isn't it? So anyway, as promised, it's time now for our little group competition. So where's my face? Let's pop my face back up on the thing here. There we go. So yeah, like I said, we have been running our competition, the African Queen competition. So I've got everybody's entries ready to show you, and we can find out who our winners were. So if you weren't involved, like I said, it was on our bead group. I'm just going to make sure I've got absolutely everybody's pictures in there. I think I'm missing a couple. Let's just pop those in as well. Where's that gone? There it is. Here we are. Yes, there's a few more. Okay, so we can go through and I'll show you everybody's pictures and we can enjoy everyone's big hard work that they did for this lovely design. So Elaine asked, was there a kit? I'll show you on the website what we do have. There's no kit for today because I did 3 different designs, just playing with the beads really. But let me show you on our website, just before I talk about the prize winners, just in case you were wondering, because I can see there's been a lot of people going, is there a kit, is there a kit? So we usually do a kit, not this time, we've done it a little bit differently. So there you go, from the homepage, this is what the homepage looks like today. And if you just click on that big button that says Designing with Mini Tile Beads, if you missed the start of this video, you can click on that and it will take you to where you can watch it. So here it is right there. Click on that big red play button, that one flashing up on the screen, and that will allow you to start watching this video live. If you want to get some of the products, down here at the bottom where it says View All Related Products, that little button right there, it's the same button as the one that you've got in the link there in the description. So you can click the link in the description if you're watching there. Otherwise, you click on this button and here it is just here. We've got our Mini Tiles Super Bundle, which includes the free pattern on how to make that little snowflake star that you could turn into bracelet and earrings, the second of my projects. That one you'll get for free if you sign up, if you get our Mini Tiles Super Bundle. You can see you've got 9 assorted colors, you've got 20% discount, and you've also got your bonus free pattern. So that's that one there. The free pattern for the Carabao is there. If you want to get our pattern for the Times Square bracelet, that's there. You can get the bits to make our Carabao kit. They're back in stock. We were out of stock of our Neptune kit, our Times Square. If you want to get the Times Square, there's these 6 colors, is it? 7 colors. You can get all those. Scroll down, we've got my Yuki beads, we've got Preciosa beads, We've got more mini tiles here for you to look at. We've got some of those 2 by 2.5 rainbow crystals, which these are the ones I was using just here. This sort of rainbow donut color. But yeah, that's everything. So click on the link. You can get the mini tile super bundle. It comes with the pattern that I did today. Plus we've got that extra free pattern which was already on the website, and lots of other good bits if you want to get them from there. That's where that is. I should also show you just here, if you missed last week, see where it says previous shows on the right, the herringbone beaded bells. You can watch that video if you want to, but otherwise, look, here's the free pattern. So come down here, see where it says view all related products. You can click on that one and it will take you to this. Buy any 2 or more bead palettes and get 20% discount. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of them's already sold out. I'm going to have to check if there's more stock so that we can do a 6th. There's meant to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like it's the festive one. Has gone out of stock again. Crazy. But anyway, we've got lots of other things there. But yeah, you can get any 2 of these. They're 10% off if you get 1, but if you get 2, you get 20% off. There's 6 different colors of your seed beads, and then there's a free pattern just there. Great. Now, that's everything I need to tell you about the website. Let's do the fun stuff. Let's talk about our competition, shall we? So, coming back to me, as I said, I'm going to show you our competition, and we can have a go and see who our winners were. So this is going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to this. So we had some really excellent entries into the competition this time. So like I said, it was called the African Queen competition. So if we have a look, our very first entrance, which is this one right here, is a bit of a special mention that we've got. Susan Rogers, she put in quite a few little pieces just there. So you can see she's done these 3 designs. There's some, I think it was square stitch work on there as well. She also did this really lovely netted piece at the top in the center with those big drops at the bottom. They look like chips maybe. And then she's got herself a lovely tassel necklace as well. So she put in lots and lots of different things. She really wanted to enter and win. We also got some really lovely ones here, which you can see there. There's that gorgeous Africa pendant at the bottom of this little design here. Another lovely mention that we're getting there. This one here as well was a lovely little design that we had. That one came in as well. Plus some really nice earrings. See those ones? That's made with fabric. I love how it's got that sort of African vibe to the fabric, and then just sort of use some ribbon ends to attach those, and then some shell, which is really cool as well. And then this one here, a lovely little piece that was made, again, sort of netted with seed beads, very tribal looking, really nice. She said lots of loops and earth tone colors as well. So those are some of our honorable mentions. Sandra Arnold as well has an honorable mention because this is a lovely little piece. She said, I made a beaded pin cushion. I loved the golden beads set off with a lovely orange piece of material which reminded me of the gorgeous outfits the ladies wear. So a lovely little piece there that she's made into one of our little pin cushions. So that was the last of our little honorable mentions, I believe. I need to see. I thought this was meant to say some information for me. I thought it was meant to... Wait a second. Let's just see. Oh, yeah. We've also got Jackie's little set here. I don't know why this is on here. This was part of the other... Wait a second. Let me just check. This is not quite how I... here we go. Yes. So, yeah. This one here, the last of our honorable mentions, Tracy, she did the beaded necklace in the colors of the African flag, the South African flag, and then there with the matching necklace and earring set, both of those together. So that's the last of our honorable mentions. Again, it was very tough, and we had some fantastic entries, but now we're going to move on to our actual prize winners. So the first cab off the rank, this one here, it was very funny, so we thought we just had to, for a prize for for Funny Picture, the comic victory. This one, a special mention on the comic victory. So Susan Rogers, congratulations. We really like this funny picture of yours of your dog wearing that tassel-y necklace collar there. And we've decided that, you know what, that one is, especially that beautiful face that your little pup has there, was deserving of one of our bonus prizes. So we've given a couple of bonus prizes. I think in the end, it's about £130 worth of giveaways that we're giving with some of these bonuses. So yeah, this one here, comic value for Susan Rogers. Congratulations, £10 is going to you, which we will contact you about that one in the private group, because that's a good way to make sure it's nothing untoward. So we'll contact you in our private bead group. Next one, this one, Rebecca Smith. A really lovely design that was well thought out. She's done a mandala, a really large African style mandala, 12-inch diameter. A really beautiful finished piece, thought out nicely, looks really, really lovely, made excellently as well. And then there you go. So a £10 voucher as well for Rebecca Smith. Thank you very, very much for entering. We love that design. It's got so many sort of nice ambery looking tones, earthy tones, and made into that perfect little mandala piece as well. So congratulations to Rebecca. You're also getting a £10 voucher. This one here, Jackie Rideau. This is a I think it's Rideau. That's my guess. I don't know. If you're watching, tell me how it's pronounced, because we see your things often, so thank you. But anyway, this is why I was a bit confused for a second there. This is the necklace, which also had the matching bracelet and earrings, which are these. There we go. So it's all of these together. She said it was her entry for the African Queen competition. My first time making a bracelet like this. Had so much trouble with it, but I got there in the end. All done with ladder stitch and brick stitch. So this one here with it, the earrings, and then also, whoops, the tassel necklace as well. That one, again, another deserved winner. Another £10 voucher going to Jackie there. So thank you very, very much. We loved your matching set. And again, that lovely African theme. So now our next one we have here, Susan Smith. Congratulations to Susan, another one of our £10 winners. This one here, it's clearly a full get-up there, but she's made that gorgeous Cleopatra-themed necklace there. So she says, may I present my African queen to the competition? I made her especially for this competition. Yes, female African elephants. No, this isn't the right text, is it? Yes, female African elephants do have tusks. What? Is this the right text? I'm not sure. No, it isn't. This isn't even the right text. Good Lord. Who put this piece together? This is the wrong text. This is the wrong text. Anyway, this piece just here is a really nice collar. Ignore the text. They've put the wrong text on there, but don't worry. £10 there for Susan. So thank you very, very much for entering that one. Again, this one, it's another similar one. We couldn't just do one. We had to do both. So again, that same Cleopatra collar here. So another netted necklace inspired by my own Russian heritage, blended with the influence of Zulu collars, incorporating antique beads from Africa and elsewhere. So that one's Amy Schneider there, another one of those gorgeous netted pieces, and so another deserved winner of one of our £10 vouchers. So thank you very, very much to Amy. Again, congratulations. There's a £10 voucher coming your way as well. So now let's move on. This one here is from Bridget Bergstrom. She said, okay, here is my latest African wall hanging. That's sideways if it's a wall hanging. Doesn't matter. Still looks fabulous. She said, it's a mixture of Zulu and Ndebele styles. Can never have enough color when designing anything African. Design and color choices are my own. Well, I think that looks absolutely beautiful. Looks like it's been done in herringbone stitch, I believe, and then the top is netted. For sure, yeah, it looks like herringbone stitch and netted. So that has given it a really beautiful design. That looks absolutely fabulous. Again, another one of our £10 pattern voucher winners. So congratulations, not just on patterns, it's on anything you want to shop with. You've got £10 worth of credit there on our website. Now, this one, again, this is the first of our runner-up prizes, the sort of the silver medalists of our African competition. So Marcelia, I'm not sure. I'm excited to participate in this group competition for the first time. The name of the necklace is Sahara, and it represents a leopard skin reproduction found on Pinterest. I used the Preciosa 11 beads and beaded crochet rope technique. I really like that sort of snake clasp as well that you've put on there. So I guess it's sort of a snake, but also a leopard. So maybe like a snappered, a leake. I don't know. But yeah, thank you very, very much. We thought it was beautiful work that you've made there. The little the pattern that you've used, that you said you saw a picture on Pinterest and sort of replicated from there, looks like it's come out beautifully. There's your leopard up in the top corner there, and from that, this beautiful rope has been made as well. So thank you very, very much. But yeah, the little piece just there looks gorgeous. This one, another one of our silver medalists. There were too many silver medalists. We couldn't just pick one. So this one here from Emmy. She says, I always loved the history of Egypt. I read a lot of books related to the Egyptian wonders, the pharaohs, about Upper Egypt, the stories of the Nile, and so forth. So here is my Queen Nefertiti necklace. Beautiful. Made with black onyx natural stone. Wow, gemstone pieces in there. Wow, they look fabulous, don't they? And then bead embroidery, peyote, and bead weaving technique using delicas, tohos, preciosa seed beads. Wow, she's really got them all from everywhere, as well as some check pearls and some crystals as well. The colors of the seed beads are champagne, gold, and African sunset. The pearls are an ancient gold. I hope you all like it. Well, we absolutely loved that one, Emmy. So that's why you're getting one of our silver medalist prizes. As I said, £20 voucher is coming your way. And just like everybody else, we will be contacting you via the Facebook group on the competition post. So it won't be in here, it'll be on the competition post that we contact you. So congratulations, Emmy. Thank you very, very much for participating. You've won a silver medal. Now, this one here, this is our winner. So a big congratulations to Suzanne here. A £30 voucher is coming your way. Gold medal. You've won it. You've won the Beading Olympics for this month. She says, may I present my African queen to the competition? This is the text that we had accidentally on Susan's, but that was Suzanne's text here. It says, yes, female African elephants do have tusks. Elephants symbolize strength, overcoming obstacles, and wisdoms, qualities we all needed to draw on in the last year. When I saw that the theme of the competition was the African Queen, I thought of this brass elephant pendant that has been in my stash for years and set to work. The techniques I used were beaded embroidery on faux leather. I used peyote stitch bezels around the elephant head and goldstone cabochon. I did some thread embroidery, picot, edge stitching, fringe work, African helix stitch, beaded tubes as well. So a lot of different pieces all combined into one. That perfect use of that elephant pendant in there as well, embroidered all together with those leaves, done beautifully, all as one fabulous piece. and a very, very deserved winner, I think. So very, very beautiful piece, beautifully made, so many techniques, really absolutely hit the theme, the nail on the head on that one. So congratulations, Suzanne, you are our winner. She says she's here, she's watching actually, which is great. So she says, oh, I'm so excited. For some reason it's not showing up, I don't know why. Where is that? There we go. Oh, that's why. I've hidden the thing. Here we are. So she says, I'm so excited. Well, I'm glad you managed to enter. I'm glad you put so much thought into it. That's what we really try and reward, is someone who's really thought about the theme, and we go in hard and say, yep, great work. You've really thought about it. You've put a lot of effort in, and you are our winner. And the same has happened again for Suzanne this time around. So thank you very, very much for entering. Thank you very, very much for all of your beautiful designs to everybody who entered. We had some really fabulous prizes. It was too difficult to just pick one winner, but that's why we had a couple of silver medalists, we had lots of bronze medals, we had some honorable mentions, and then a few bonus prizes, especially that comical one as well. But yeah, thank you all very, very much. We've got lots of the comments coming in. The congratulations coming in from Evelyn there, and from Cindy. Jermaine has put some emojis in there as well. Monica says congratulations to the winner. Here we go. Wayne says, I can see why this is the winner. Nice interpretation, Suzanne. Elaine says, wow, all very talented and beautiful pieces. Well done to all the winners as well. Dorothy says congratulations. Lots and lots of people commenting in with their congratulations and so forth. But yeah, thank you all very, very much for entering the competition, for watching today's stream. I hope you've learnt some good fun techniques. Don't forget, if you want to go and get the products, click the little link in the description. It'll take you to where you can go and get our mini tile bundle. It comes with 9 packets, 20% off, and you'll also get that bonus free pattern, which was for the star piece, which you can join those stars together, much like I did with the circles, to turn it into a necklace or a bracelet or a pair of earrings, whatever it is you want to do. You can play with it. So yeah, do like I've done, sort of explore, experiment, try things out, practice, play, have fun. Go try out all sorts of different things. Grab yourself some of our mini tiles and see what you can come up with. And then once you've made something, go onto our Facebook group and post some pictures of what you've made. Our Facebook group, it's a really fantastic place for all of our like-minded beaders to come together and sort of chat about things. If you're a beginner, I've seen there's posts where people are asking questions. We run, and lots of people there who are very knowledgeable, as well as us here at Bead Spider will try and answer those questions that people put in. People show off their work as well, which is really lovely. We've got lots of really beautiful and interesting things in there. Some of our Australian viewers who don't manage to get onto the stream, because I think it's like 3 in the morning there now, so obviously they're missing out. But a little shout out to, we've got Colleen who's in Australia, Rhonda who was on earlier, she must have gone to bed by now, I'm sure, must be very late for her. Kelly McCoy, she's off in Australia, so a big thank you to all of those who are watching on demand later as well. But yeah, thank you everybody for entering the competition. Mary says, that was a brilliant demo. It's been a while since I've been able to tune in, so thank you. I appreciate you all for joining me. Don't forget, hit the like button, share this video, subscribe to our channel, subscribe to our newsletter to know what's coming and when, and it's the best way to know what we're going to be doing, plus when we do lots of sales and give away free patterns and things. And then lastly, go join our bead group. Our next competition will be coming in just the next few days, so it'll give you something to get your thinking caps back on again and come up with something new. We'll be contacting all of the winners very, very shortly, and we'll be getting you your vouchers in the very short term. But yeah, thank you all very, very much. I hope you have. So Cindy says, how much is your stuff in US dollars? Actually, this is something I can show you. This is great. So if you're in the US, go to our website, www.beadspider.co.uk. Just here, you can see the link just down there, beadspider.co.uk. When you get onto the website in the UK, when in the US, if you do that, you'll see at the very, very top, just out of shot, annoyingly, you can see at the right at the top, just up here, you can select your currency. So you can say US dollars. I want it in US dollars, or I want it in euros, or whatever it is you want to pay in. You can change it, and then automatically, straight away, everything now is in US dollars, and you can shop in US dollars. You can pay in US dollars. There's no fees, none of that, no exchange rate. It's all just straight away in US dollars, as though you're shopping from, shopping like a local. But yeah, so Cindy, if you are wanting to order things, it's already all in the US currency there for you, so you don't have to worry about any of that in terms of getting it for the right price. So you can see all of those right away automatically. But yeah, thank you very, very much, everybody, for joining us today. I hope you have a lovely weekend. I'm off to reheat my now very cold tea and have a bit of a relaxing weekend. Thank you all very, very much for joining me. I hope you've had lots of fun. I hope you've learned something new, and I'll see you all next week. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.